Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Very chilly morning here up on the South Downs, but I was eager to get out. Lovely weather, and I have a new toy to play with. I've got myself a new GoPro HERO 8 Black Edition, and really keen to play around with this and see what it's all about. There have been loads of videos going around at the moment with comparisons in regards to the HERO 7 versus the HERO 8, and there have been a few mixed reviews about it. People saying that it's not necessarily worth the money upgrading from the 7 to the 8. However, I've just been running the HERO 5 more recently, and so from what I can see, there's a significant improvement both in quality, also with the new HYPERSMOOTH 2.0, which I've been really eager to try out. So I'm going to do a little comparison video between a slightly older GoPro, the HERO 5, and the new HERO 8 Black. Here we go. Some of you may have noticed the new channel intro, which I'm super pleased with. Really happy with it. Been working on a logo for a little while now for 2020, and was approached by Mike from Mike's Mountain Bike Adventures recently, who wanted to do something for me, pop an animation together for a new intro. So he's done that. Super pleased, and yeah, thanks again, Mike. I will pop a link below to his channel. Do check that out. That's Mike's MTB Adventures. Great content, reviews, riding, all sorts of stuff over the UK. Okay, so to get this comparison as true as possible, I'm going to run the same section of trail a few times. I'm going to first run both the 5 and the 8 on the chest mount with the same settings, or as close as I can get them, both 4K, both wide angle, 30 frames per second, and I'm going to do that on the chest mount, as I said. And then I'm going to move over to the helmet mount, because you do get a little more stabilization with the helmet mount, and then we're going to have a look and see what the difference between them is. I'm looking for some pretty big differences and some great results from the HERO 8, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like. So here we go. So I can tell straight away that as soon as I'm landing after taking off on those jumps, there's quite a bit of jerking around, and a lot of that's caused simply by the mount itself, but that's exactly why I don't like to use the chest mount with the HERO 5 session. There's a bit of wind noise here as well. I've been told that the HERO 8 deals with wind very well, so it'll be interesting to see how that compares. Okay, so that was HERO 5 with the chest mount. Let's head over to HERO 8. Did forget to mention that I'm running both colour settings for the GoPros on flat. I do prefer that with the HERO 5. I've always found it gives a little bit of a truer sense of colour and contrast, etc. So here we go. Hopefully we're going to see a big difference. Wow, look at how well the HYPERSMOOTH is taking those impacts. Makes it so smooth in comparison to the HERO 5. Listening to the wind noise, to be honest, I wouldn't say that this is any better really than the HERO 5, but the HERO 5 wasn't bad, so I'll give both of those a thumbs up there. Now with the two side by side, you can see straight away that the HERO 8 is dealing with the glare a lot better than the HERO 5 is, and actually the colour is considerably truer on the HERO 8 than it is on the HERO 5. Although they're both set to a flat colour, the HERO 5 is still quite saturated. Now we're on the helmet mount with the HERO 5 now. This is where I normally position this camera, because I do find that using the chest mount with the 5, it's not quite as stable on roots, drops, that sort of thing. So I generally find the footage is a bit better quality. But we're going to run this on the helmet cam or helmet mount, and then move over to the HERO 8 and see the difference there. Here we go.
Oh, quite a bit of wind noise there, so it'll be interesting to see if the same goes with the Hero 8 again. And the 5 is dealing with the bumps a lot better than it was on the chest mount. It's still a little bit wobbly, but it's usable footage. Okay, well there's definitely already a lot more wind noise with the Hero 8, which is interesting. There is a setting that you can play around with to block out wind noise. I've not experimented with that yet. That's something I'll definitely look at. What's very apparent though is that the stabilisation on the Hero 8 combined with the helmet is significantly better than that of the Hero 5, and in fact I think this makes a gimbal completely redundant.
Now that is the first time I've used the Hero 8 on my helmet, and I wondered what the weight would feel like, because the 5 that I have is a 5 session, so it's a very lightweight, small GoPro, but I really can't tell any difference, so really impressed with that. What a lovely, lovely morning for a ride up on the South Downs. Okay, so fast forward a few hours, I'm now back home having had a look through footage from both cameras, and I'm actually really impressed with both. Firstly, the Hero 5, a few pros to take away from this camera. I have the Hero 5 Session. It's a fantastic, lightweight, compact GoPro, smaller than any other GoPro on the market, and for that reason it's fantastic when it comes to just throwing it under a visor. It will fit really nicely and snug on pretty much any helmet, and for that reason I think it's brilliant. It also films in 4K, so stick it on a tripod and you'll still get some really, really good, clear, crisp footage. And finally, although the stability obviously isn't there, on a helmet it's not bad, and like I mentioned, it is usable footage, and I think you can still pick these GoPros up now second-hand, and they're a good, cheap, high quality option. And then of course the Hero 8 Black. Wow, a fantastic camera. The stability control is brilliant, HYPERSMOOTH 2.0. Very, very good, and like I mentioned, I think it does make a gimbal redundant. It'd be interesting to see what other people's thoughts are on that comment. Moving on to the footage itself, really, really good, clear and true colour, which I really like. I think that will be very useful when sticking this GoPro on a tripod and getting some footage there. Stay tuned, because I will be putting a video together soon, a more cinematic style video with some shots on the tripod. And then of course there's the price point. Now this camera in the UK retails for £379. However, it only cost me £279 using GoPro's Trade Up scheme, which is a new fab scheme that they're running in the UK and Europe. It's been available in the US for a little while, and I took full advantage of that, sent off an old Hero 3 that I had, and it took about 2 weeks for the new camera to arrive, but it does work, and you can save yourself £100 in the UK, so really, really good and well worth it in my opinion, and that in itself may be enough of a reason to upgrade your current camera. The great thing about that scheme as well is that you don't actually have to trade in a GoPro. You can trade in any old digital camera, working, non-working, it doesn't matter, as long as it originally retailed for over $99. So yes, check that out. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe for regular content coming out every week or so, and do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Comments welcome, and I look forward to hearing from those comments. See you in the next one.